Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. My name is Tina, and here we are to tune into the energy for today to help us through the week. I know I'm a little bit late, but better late than never. As many of you know, if you watched all the lives of last week, I had a very, very busy week, teaching a lot, seeing a lot of clients, which is wonderful. But then it's like, self-care time, replenish. Sometimes we forget about that part. It's important. So before we get started with the cards pulled for today, I would love it if you haven't already to like this business page. It's the Tina Marie Angelic Healer and Counselor. Some of you may think you have liked it, but if you could like it, that really helps. And if you like these messages, if you could share them. And then remember, the mailing list is tinamarie444.com. You can sign up to be on the mailing list, and you receive a meditation, a free meditation right away. If you don't receive it, reach out to me. I've got plenty, and I would love to send them your way. I did a lot of past life soul sessions last week, and I have a few this week. I love doing this work. If you're interested, please let me know. They are some powerfully deep sessions. And the reason that I'm talking about this power and this depth is because we're really feeling it. We talked about it Friday. I said, are you feeling all these wonderful emotions that are coming up? And how are you navigating through it? Are you able to step back and realize that you're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings? Sometimes we get caught up in them, and then we over-identify way too much in the drama of them. And we have to step outside to see things from a different perspective. Not always easy to do. I shared my silly examples Friday about how I was in fear, and then I went into anger, and then laughter, and this all happened like this. I recentered myself, boom, move on, right? Silly things, we can do that. Sometimes the bigger stuff, it's a little bit harder. So how do we do this? Well, let's jump into the cards. The first card that I pulled is Zapkiel. Look at this. Angel Zapkiel is the sacred lover. The card says romance. So last week, remember, we're coming off of the solstice. We are coming off of a new moon in Cancer. Cancer is that universal mother. We talked about nourishing the soul. What are you going to do? What can you do to nourish yourself? Not just once. This is all day long a practice. What does my soul need now? Where do I need to be? Continuing to tune in. I always put my hand on my heart because it's really coming from a place of love, of self-love, of self-acceptance. Now we're taking it a step further this week, you guys. Romance. Now you might be thinking romance as in with another person. That's not what this is saying today to me. What I'm hearing with this is, how are you romancing yourself? And if that makes you uncomfortable to even think about it in that way, take a look at those feelings and that uncomfortability. What's that about? How can you fall in love with yourself? How can you romance yourself? Only when you can do it for yourself can you have it to the fullest capacity with another, whether you're trying to attract it or whether you're just trying to spark it up in your own relationship. So we're going from nourishing the soul to romancing the soul. Maybe treat yourself to something that brings you joy, that pampers you, whether it's a massage, acupuncture, pedicure, date with a friend, date with yourself, a walk in the park. I'm just going to keep showing it because it's important. Again, Zapkiel is that sacred lover. I like to call my higher self, or God, the divine, is my beloved. And when I sit in meditation, that's me communing with my soul. That's a form of love. That's a form of romance. So we try to look at it in a new way to really help us move forward. It's really the first step. So if things aren't going right, how can you bring that romance and love in? Now, the interesting thing is I pulled the Heartache and Loss card. Let's move it over here. Okay, and the Heartache and Loss card was upside down. So this makes a lot of sense here. You might be feeling some old pains that are coming up. You might be feeling stuff that has been locked away. Maybe you locked it there. Maybe you don't realize you locked it there. Maybe you thought you were done. And then there it comes again, those feelings. Again, don't over-identify them or judge them. Just know they're coming up for you to heal and move forward in a new way. So as they come up, what do you want to do? You want to feel them. Allow yourself to, the angels were telling me this morning, play some music to either dance or sing to express so that your feelings are being supported and that they're in this beautiful sacred container that you're giving them a voice. It's a form of healing. So some of this heartache and loss is also telling you that you've moved further along than you think you are, and you think that you have. So don't think of it as, oh, I'm taking steps back. No, this is just something that's an experience. That's why it's upside down. It's upside down telling us, and let's look what's right next to it. Oops. Let the emotions flow. Okay? So this is upside down because it's old. It's old pain that's coming up, reminding us to romance ourselves, but let those emotions flow so that we can let them out. Then we can have a more full, richer experience within ourselves. That's what this Cancer energy is. That's what all these emotions are. Let's not have a whole thought about it and have to mean anything. It doesn't have to mean anything. It can literally just be, oh, I'm moving through something. Oh, here is this opportunity to feel and allow and receive, and then maybe even journal. What does this emotion or this feeling, what gift does it have for me? Oh, wow, there's an anxiety here. There's a depression here. There's a feeling of loss. How can I lean into this? Because what do we want to do? We want to go the other way. I invite you to lean into it. It's not going to be as hard or as bad or as painful as you think when you lean into it as an experience and then ask, what's being asked of me here? And you will be surprised to find that there is something rich, a rich message that your angels, in that moment when you've just become still and just allow yourself to be, where they're going to meet you there with so much love. And then you release the old. And this higher vibration of love comes in. Why? Because you've allowed it to be without trying to run from it, without trying to distract yourself. You're letting those emotions flow. You're seeing the loss and the heartache from a new perspective. That doesn't mean you can't not like it. It doesn't mean that you can't be angry at it and say, this again? Damn it. It's okay. Oh, wow. Now I got a little frustration around it. So what? Let me just see what's here. Let me just honor myself for being at a place where I can just do this little soul dance and not have to make a big fuss over it. Let me just simplify it. Let me just make it really simple, because we tend to make things so complex, you know? Another card here for us, Synchronicity. Sorry, my screen's backwards, so I try to put it in one spot and then it goes to the other. So look at this. We've got the yin and the yang. We talked about balance. I think that was Friday. So here again, it's telling us synchronicity. It says, thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. So I'm hearing Archangel Michael right now say to really pay attention to the signs that are all around you, because this week they are going to be tenfold. Don't mistake the little bird that comes right nearer to you than normal. A ladybug that flies, a dragonfly that flies in your way, a butterfly. These are all messages. Look in nature. Walk around in nature. These signs are showing you that you're on the right path. They're showing you that you are loved. And they're showing you that the work that you're putting in on yourself, the angels know. And the signs will also come, they're showing me, in your meditations and in your prayers, as little colors, as little sparks, and as little goddess bumps. You know, those little goosebumps that you feel where you're just like, it's that synchronistic experience where things are in alignment. And it's another confirmation. Okay? So pay attention to those. It's also helping you become present And you know what do you do in that moment if you don't know what the sign is? Just say, thank you. Thank you. That's all you have to do. Open yourself up to gratitude, and then more of the information comes. Okay. And another card. Believe. So, how does this all tie into all of this? When these different feelings, when some of this heartache and loss, some of these old pains surface, they're surfacing to be healed, to be released, so that a higher energy can come through and help integrate with you. But often what happens is we don't like how it feels, we get frustrated, and then all of our beliefs come up. What do you know to be true about yourself? When that limitation comes up, when that self-doubt comes up, when the insecurities come up, and they may be coming up, that self-worth stuff may be coming up this week, what do you say to yourself? Do you immediately go to, oh, I can never get it right. Oh, here we go again. I can never figure this out. Oh, I'm just not good enough for this. It's just not my time. Or, God, she's just so much more powerful than me, intuitive than me. Oh, he's just stronger than I. I mean, don't we have these thoughts? They can be there, but you don't have to engage in them. And this is what you do. You take a breath. Look at this goddess here. You take a breath and you say, thank you, thoughts, for sharing. But I know that I am made out of the image and likeness of the Creator. And the energy of the Creator is infinite, eternal, all-loving, all-knowing. Therefore, I am love. Therefore, I am stronger than what these thoughts are telling me. I am brighter. In fact, I am powerful. I am so powerful that I am just owning it through speaking it now, allowing it to come into a full expression, knowing that as I speak it, as I know it, as I challenge these old beliefs and state what is really true about who I am, that's how these old thoughts dissolve. And then I step into my truth and into my power. And then all these little emotions and feelings and all of that are just that, little emotions and feelings. So this is the week to really state, what do I believe to know to be true about me? What is true about you? What do you know to be true about you? I'm also hearing the angels say right now that some past life stuff is coming up. So what does that mean? The intensity of the thoughts and the feelings may seem bigger than normal. That's why we don't want to make a big deal out of it, because there's a thread of some of this past life stuff that is bubbling up, creating an intensity in either the anger, an intensity in the loss, an intensity in the sadness, an intensity in the crazy thoughts going around. So it's just going to feel extra of whatever it is. And then just know, breathe, breathe, breathe. Take that breath. Okay, this is just me healing and growing. That's what this is. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. And now I know to take care of me. Now I know I'm going to romance myself. I'm taking this hour off. I'm going outside to just sit and look at the birds. I'm going to let the emotions flow. I'm going to play that song and dance and sing and notice how it shifts my vibration. Maybe I'm going to have a little cry. Maybe I'm going to reach out for help. I'm going to notice those signs, because those signs are telling me I'm on the right track and I'm coming back into balance. Let's see. Anything else in my notes here? Not really. Guys, I hope that helps. Sandra's saying, yeah, it was an intense weekend. I haven't felt that bad in a long time. Well, I'm not pulling individual cards today. That's Wednesdays. This is just to come on and do the energy of the day and to pull these cards that are always for everyone. So if you want to go back and listen to all of the ones from last week, or just this one today, which will be finished in a moment, it can help. I'm always holding you in prayer before I even start. I ask that the healing energy come through to meet you, not only through what I'm saying, through the energy coming through the cyber waves to surround you in healing and in light. Okay, so tune into Zafkiel today. Say, Zafkiel, sacred lover, how can I romance myself? and then watch how things begin to shift around me. Okay, you guys, please share if you are so guided. Please like the page, have others do it too. Go over to Nicole Oman's page, who has sent me so many beautiful people this past week, and look at some of her stuff. And I'll be back. I'm always here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Wednesdays are with Billy. I'll probably be here tomorrow and Thursday. So let me know how I can serve you. And I love you guys. I love you so much. Peace, blessings, love, and joy, joy, joy.